Look what I just got in the mail. Titans returns Repugnus with his headmaster Dastard and the bonus one Solus Prime. So let's get under the lights and check it out. We're gonna take just a quick brief look at the box. We got some cool art here on the side, and I believe that forms a trilogy with Blast Off and Counterpunch, and you can kind of see a little bit of them sticking out there on the sides. Nice art. You can see the other two in the back here that go with Repugnus. And then some really nice character art on the front. It's very cool. And then has a nice flap that opens up that gives you a bunch of text. You're welcome to pause and read. And then we can see the toy laid out along with Solus Prime up here. Everything else, pretty standard crap. Let's get it open. The first accessory we'll take a look at here is Solus Prime. Unlike some of the other bonus accessories we've gotten, there's no die cast in this one. As you can see, he's all this clear blue plastic, which is nice in that they've gave a lot of paint here on this side, but you can see how that paint kind of looks a little funky on the arm just because it's clear through to it. It makes it look like paint has come scraped off on the edges when it actually hasn't. See, he's got paint on his head too, and his legs are painted. The rest is cast in this whatever color that is, kind of a light gray or almost super light purple, not sure. And there actually are a few little paint scuffs on the head there, but it's a headmaster, it's fine. Next we have his weapons here, two swords. They're this clear green plastic with the brown painted on, and again there's a few scratches, like right there's one, but nothing major. He can hold them or you can peg them together simply enough, and those two tabs go onto a headmaster, and boop, they have a little car. Meow. His headmaster is called Dastard, and he looks pretty nice. I believe the face is yellow paint with the green eyes and some nice detailing there, but you know, again, some minor paint scrapes on in there, but it's totally fine. But he looks cool. He's got gray arms, gray face, he's even got some gray toes, and the color scheme here kind of reminds me of this guy from the Pretender line. I believe it's Carnivac. I always forget what the other one's name, so one of them's Carnivac, I don't know what the other one is, but the color scheme kind of reminds me of this, and I'm not sure if that's what they were going for or not. And now for the main guy himself. As you can see, he's a remold of the previous monster bots, and he looks really nice. He's really cool. I like what they've done with him here. There's a healthy dose of paint on this guy. All of this middle section here is painted. These claws that'll be, you know, more apparent in robot mode, these gray pieces here are painted. The upper legs here are painted white. That's paint. That's paint. One to show off the paint detailing on the inner thigh / feet here. Really nice tampoed on paint, not one of those terrible full stickers, thank goodness. And with a close-up of his paint here on the middle portion, right there under my thumb, all the yellow and red right there, looks pretty good, but yellow over anything is usually pretty thin, and some of the green translucent underneath is definitely coming through. On the side here on the arm, that's painted, and then on the back, these toes here that again will be more apparent in robot or in beast mode are painted, as well as this entire monster head is painted because it's all actually that translucent green. So it's good to see some paint coming back. Articulation wise, typical headmaster head, you know, can look around, no up or down. The shoulders spin around, come in and out, they go up, they go back. No wrist, unfortunately, but not like we expected it. Legs all the way forward and back, out to the side, got a thigh swivel, which is always nice. Knee bend, super deep, and then ankle tilt, but the wrong direction. Again, used for transformation there. And that's about it. Now, there's a few options with how you want to pose them with your weapons. There's, of course, the obvious, I'm gonna hold my sword. So I think you can definitely get some cool looking poses that way. You can also attach them on the arm. So slide in this piece here, and then that same hole there goes in there. And line everything up, squeeze it in. And now he's got like some cool double claw thing to strike down his foes. Rawr, meow, rawr. Here he is with his monster bot brethren, and he looks super good. If we grab a couple here and try to look at what's different, we can see that the entire torso is different. Just the whole upper half is different. You can see the arms are different on all three of them. Maybe the upper arm on these two or something might be the same, but I don't think so. The fists on these two seem to be the same, but that's pretty minor. Going down to the legs, we actually see some reused pieces finally. Just the upper thighs are the same, but then even this piece here, the shin is different from the other two. The feet appear the same. The piece that goes inside the foot that spins out to become the back of the monster leg is the same, but he actually does have his own unique monster feet. That's pretty cool. And of course, here they are with their G1 brethren in robot mode. Alright, let's put him into monster mode. Pop off the head. Backpack pops off. And tabs in. Fold the fist in like every Transformer ever. Turn these around and they tab in. And on mine, this shoulder piece, I had to take it and like kind of bring it in to make sure it's nice and in there, or it wasn't tabbing in good. Pop it in. Arms just fold out and spin over. Get the claws out. Then the legs transform like they have on the previous two monster bots, which is kind of, I thought, the worst part of the other monster bots, but it's fine. Tab the legs together. Flip it around. And slot these in with that tab going into that slot as best you can. Again, this is always the worst part of the other monster bots. Then yeah, fold these out, get them out, and there you go. There's Repugnus in monster mode. Articulation in monster mode. His mouth articulates. You know, you can get some up and down there. And the instructions on the back of the box, they actually show this extending outward to give a butterfly joint, like you can see here. But it's just, it's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. That joint is not made to get out that far. So that's a disappointment, but whatever. His hip joint comes out and rotates up and down. Knee comes up and down like that. All just the transformation joints. And that's about it for articulation. He has a gimmick here where this will pop open, but you can see where I damaged my spudger a good bit just trying to get that thing to pry open. I ended up using a Swiss Army knife. And now it's not too bad. I can get in there with just my fingernail now and pop it open. I just cut my fingernail yesterday. So he can hide a Prime Master in there, or Headmaster. He can store his weapons on his back if that's your thing. This tab here can go into this slot here near the handle. You can put, you know, either one on either side. Totally fine. So that goes there, and you can even take the Prime Master if you don't want it in the chest and plug him in there. There, now he's riding along. Yeehaw! You can also take these, combine them, put a Power Master in it, and using this tab here, which unfortunately has paint on it, you can slot it in there, and he can ride along. So now he's carrying your Prime Masters. Woohoo! Flomp. So here he is with his buddies, and we can see that they look really good together. So here he is with his buddies, and we can see they look really good together, and that all three of them really came out quite different. And here he is with their G1 brethren in monster mode. I haven't messed with those toys in a while. I think I got them transformed correctly. Final thoughts on this guy? He's good. I mean, if you bought the other two, you're gonna complete the set. You know, so honestly, unless it was really bad, you weren't gonna buy it. But I think with giving out what they set out to do here, I think they did a good job. There's a good bit of paint on it. There's heavy remolding on it. The only real flaws are that, again, in robot mode, these don't articulate out as far as the package shows. You know, the paint here could have been a little thicker, or use another coater or what have you. But other than that, you know, no major gripes for, you know, typical Hasbro products. So I like it. I think it looks good to complete the set. It's nice to have them done. It looks cool. I think it's another solid entry for Titan's Return, which I feel was the best line Hasbro's done in a long time. I felt it was a big step up from Combiner Wars, and I feel Power of the Primes is a big step down. Always good to get more Titan's Returns figures, so good luck shopping, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Likes and subscribes really help me grow the channel. Follow me on Facebook to interact and see updates. Links in the description. Thanks again.